everybody. And at the outset, thanks to Sheetal for having me in our wonderful course. So I'll be speaking on phaco in small pupil, which I think in today's era is no more a challenge for any cataract surgeon if he uses the devices which are available. There are various devices which are available to expand the pupil, and one of my favorite devices is the Maligan ring, I think, and this is the one of the best innovation in the last decade, which has made our life very easy. So this ring, it comes in, this is the original Maligan ring, which goes through 2.2 or 2.4 incision. So it's made of 40 polypropylene. It has 4 scrolls. So the leading scroll, it engages the pupillary margin, and you use the Kugelens hook to engage both the lateral scrolls. Most of the time, the lateral scrolls, they are able to engage the pupillary margin, and then the proximal scroll you can engage. And once this ring is in place, the beauty of this device is that the pupil always remain expanded, and there is no tenting of the iris as what happens when we use the iris hooks, and we don't need to create any extra incision. Maybe one side port is required to manipulate the ring, and it lies at the pupillary plane, and all the maneuvers becomes like normal cataract surgery. You can see the pupil also remains round. So and once you implant the IOL, and then you just need to put OVD and disengage all the scrolls one by one before you take out this ring. So either you can use the same injector to take off this ring, or you just use the Kugelens hook, inverted Kugelens hook, and just pull this ring out. So this is a situation where 2 scrolls are engaged, so you need not to worry. Just put the OVD in the anterior chamber, keep it deep, go from the side port, and then you can engage the 3rd scroll. It has a joint there, so the ring is of course expensive. It comes for 8,000 or 8,500 rupees, but we reuse this ring, ETO this ring, and reuse it for at least 4 to 5 times before it breaks down. So this is the original Maligan ring. Now we also have the 2.0 version of the ring, which goes through 2 millimeter incision. So now here you see all the scrolls are engaged. So it's very flexible, and it readily engages the pupillary margin. So there is another way of implanting this ring if you are reusing this ring. I use this cartridge which comes with the micro lenses. So the way you load your lenses, I just put the leading scroll in the tube of the nozzle of the tip, and the lateral scrolls, they get compressed. It also goes in the nozzle of this cartridge. And in the same way, the ring comes out. You see the leading scroll, it goes there and engages the pupillary margin. It's always a good idea to put a bolus of OVD just beneath the pupillary margin before you put the leading scroll. And see, the lateral scrolls comes out nicely and engages the pupillary margin. So you can reuse this ring. I started using it because mostly I use 1.8 millimeter incision, and so this cartridge goes through 2 millimeter incision. So this is another case. This is a pediatric cataract who had a juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, had synechia and total white cataract. And why do we need good expansion is, of course, because of the safety, that we can easily take out the nucleus and all the maneuvers become very easy. And the another important thing is the lenses. Today we are using the aspheric lenses, toric, multifocal toric lenses. All these lenses, they need good sizing of the capsulorhexis. So if you are able to manage the cataract through 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter rhexis, pupil, that is fine, but we don't know what is the end size of the capsulorhexis. So look here, here again I'm using the Maligan ring, and once I remove this soft cataract, through IA, I realized a patient also had some BSK here because of the chronic uveitis. I realized that the size of the capsular axis is very small. So because this ring is in place, before implanting the IOL, I'm enlarging the capsular axis so that I can implant the IOL. And once I implant the IOL, again I realized that the size is still small. Because this was a pediatric cataract, I didn't want to make a very large axis in the first place. So this is the real advantage of the expanded devices. Any expanded devices you use, either BHAX ring or the Oasis expander or this, that we can see what is the end size of the capsular axis, which is very crucial. If we have a small capsular axis, over a period of time, they will develop the capsular phimosis if the size of the capsular axis is not adequate. So here the injector can be used to take out this ring. So this is another case. You see the patient had black cataract and pseudo exfoliation here. So again I'm using this ring here. This was a very hard cataract. So once I finish off with the cataract surgery, the zonules were also weak in this case. So the beauty of the device is it maintains the dilatation throughout the surgery, and this is the case. The patient was 70 years old, was on tamsulosin, and it was a mid-dilated pupil, and I knew that there is a case of IFIS. So in these cases, this is the newer 2.0 version of the Milligan ring. I straight away in these cases go ahead and put Milligan ring. This is another case which had a black cataract. And let's see at the end, after I finish the surgery and you take out the ring after putting the IOL, then you realize that iris starts to coming up in all the wounds. So had I not used the ring in the first place, the surgery would have been very difficult. Now see, so once I remove this device, the iris starts coming off in the wounds. So I think in today's era, we have all the devices available: Oasis expander, Milligan ring, BHAX ring, different devices. We should use these devices to make surgery safer and to make our life very comfortable. Thank you very much.